championship. One of the LPGA and PGA club professionals in the field this week. Sung-Hyun Park is the KPMG Women's PGA champion. Brooke Henderson closes out Lydia Ko with a birdie in the first playoff hole. What a clutch up and down for Hannah Green from down under. 19 under, 5-shot victory. Tap in putt, and Se-Young Kim is now a major champion.
Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Northern Chapter Spring Meeting. I'll call this meeting to order. It is 9:03. Hope everyone is well. I want to begin the meeting by thanking everyone for joining us. Hopefully, we're getting closer here to doing this in person. But obviously, I definitely don't want to do four virtual meetings during my presidency. So I'm hoping we'll see each other here in the fall in person. But welcome to everyone for joining. Similar to the fall, in the virtual environment, we've a few elements of the meeting obviously are a little bit different. So we appreciate your understanding. Attendance will be recorded, as John was saying, by individuals entering their full name and PGA ID number in the chat. So if you haven't already done that, please do so. Otherwise, you're not going to get credit. In order to receive MSRs for today's meeting, must enter the info within the next 15 minutes while we conduct a roll call of the chapter board of directors. Later in the meeting, the officers will reply verbally. The rest will be recorded via the registration check-in process. So just using the chat. On the screen, you'll see our officers and others that will be presenting during today's meeting. While you will be able to hear them, we won't be able to hear you. If you have any questions or comments, these should be entered into the chat feature. This will include open forum items, and Executive Director Gould will be helping us out with that. In order to make this call, though, more like a meeting and less like a streaming show, God knows we've done enough of these Zoom things, all of us, in the last year, but we encourage you to use the chat feature. This will help keep the meeting more interactive, so please ask questions, make comments, in addition to typing in your name and ID number for registration. John Gould will be serving as the moderator and will read your questions or comments if possible. If we miss your question or comment during the live meeting, we will make sure we follow up with you all directly. Mr. Dave Long from Distance Golf Course will be served as our Sergeant at Arms today. Mr. Long will ensure everyone in attendance remains in order. Good luck with that, Dave. In accordance with section policy, I ask you to ensure the staff closes the meeting registration 15 minutes after I call the meeting to order. The parliamentarian, Pat Coyner from Baltimore Country Club, will serve as parliamentarian. On behalf of the parliamentarian, please note that anyone having new business they wish to discuss must submit their request in writing in the chat to the secretary by 9:30 a.m. or before the new business segment is reached on the agenda, whichever is first. Our secretary, Brian Dix, assistant PGA professional at the University of Maryland Golf Course. Brian, that doesn't really look like you in that picture.
Not anymore.
The beard game is much stronger.
Even the hair.
Yeah. Well, he will now call the roll of the board of directors.
President Mark Russo.
Here.
Vice President Eric Brock.
Here.
Secretary Brian Dix. Here. Honorary President Michael Thomas.
Here.
Director at Large Sean English.
Here.
A8 Director Jeff Mann. Central Director Doug Hamilton. Western Director Mike Atkins. Eastern Director David Grossman. And Tournament Chair Dave Hutzel.
Thank you, Eric.
PGA professionals dedicate their lives to serving their members and customers and to the promotion of this great game of golf. While newly elected members join our ranks, we also lose many colleagues each year. I now ask for a moment of silent meditation for these beloved Middle Atlantic PGA professionals who have died since our last chapter membership meeting. Hank Majeski, past section president and Hall of Famer, formerly of Wakefield Valley Golf Club. Eric Suvak, formerly of Hodson Golf, Daniel Horn, formerly of Stonewall Golf Club and Everybody Golf School at Oakmar, and Troy Beck, MAPGA Class of 2021 Hall of Fame member, formerly of Glendale Golf Club. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Eric. I'd like to offer, obviously, we want to always recognize our sponsors. So a huge thank you to our supporting sponsors for today's meeting. Andrew Milnarski from Callaway and Jeremy Greiner, PGA from Jeremy Greiner Golf Services. Thank you all. We'll be hearing from both sponsors via video. First, let's hear from Callaway. Andrew's joined by fellow Callaway rep Mary Leahy. And if you have any questions for Drew, please enter them into the chat. And John Gould will read them following the video.
Well, good morning and welcome to the Callaway part of the presentation this morning. I'm Mary Leahy.
I'm Andrew Milnarski. How are we, guys? Good morning.
Good morning. So we wanted to just talk to you this morning about a few things in regards to Callaway and what we've got going on. There's a lot going on here. So let's get you started and welcome you to this meeting. So
certainly some adversity that we've been dealing with all this year. So first off, thanks for putting up with all that you guys have gone through. I know it's been a lot of unexpected challenges. So first off, thanks so much for all you guys have been through and supporting me and Mary throughout the adverse year.
And we're going to do our best to support you as much as we can as we continue forward. So Andrew and I just wanted to touch base on a few things this morning. We've got some Callaway updates for you, kind of what's going on tour, what's going on with some new products, including some availability, and some of the great things and some of the challenges there. We also wanted to talk to you a little bit about fitting days and certainly talk a little bit about your tournament business with Callaway now that we're really going to have tournaments in 2021.
Yeah, so one exciting thing that I would definitely touch on in that first part is our new acquisition of Topgolf. So we actually did purchase Topgolf just recently. So now we were kind of a partner with them where they used our equipment, but now that we actually did acquire them, just like we've acquired OGO, Jack Wolfskin, and recently Travis Matthew as well. But some very exciting things on tour. We recently signed John Rahm, who's been playing very solidly out there. I think one thing you'll see that will help drive sell-through for particularly putters is our Red Stroke Lab putters this year. There's a lot of players on tour that are using them, and it's very distinct towards our product. So it's going to be something that hopefully somebody will see a tour player like that using a red shaft on a Sunday, come in and have questions for you. So that's one of our marketing efforts to help drive some sell-through there in the shop for you guys.
They do look pretty awesome. So the rest of the new products are really bringing Callaway up to the leadership position, not only on tour, but in your golf shops as well. Certainly the new Epic lineup with the Epic Speed, Epic Max, and the Epic Max LS drivers. And then the Fairway Wood line are just absolutely phenomenal. The Apex line is killing it out of the gate. That sleeper of the year is the Apex DCB, which really fits a lot of your members. The putter line is fantastic. I think, you'll see Maverick staying in the line, Bertha staying in the line. And certainly speaking of, products that are super game improvement, the new Reva full package set line is pretty good, isn't it, Andrew?
I could not agree more. So yeah, DCB has been an absolute sleeper throughout the. I don't think we expected to be nearly as popular as like the standard Apex, but it's doing really, really well. And you're right, the Reva set, as we saw a new influx of players last year, the Reva set's been incredibly popular. So that's going to be something where if you expect and forecast to have some new players in the game that are looking to upgrade in, say June, July, August, it's going to be something that you're going to want to get a couple more stock sets for now. I know I booked a decent amount in, but it's been incredibly popular. and I would expect them to be definitely a little back ordered going forward. So it's going to be something that if you do want to get those sets, you're going to want to get them in now. Same with golf ball and range balls. If you're looking to get range balls, even, you know, if we put it in now, it's probably going to show up in September. So it's going to be something that we definitely want to get them in the system now. I can't stress enough, golf balls, if you want orders, you're going to need to get them in now. I know we've done quite a bit of pre-books. It's going to be something that throughout the season, we're going to really struggle to get golf ball out the door. So definitely feel comfortable knowing that if you have a lot now, which I feel like a lot of guys feel like they do have quite a bit, be comfortable with that because they will be hard to get throughout the season.
Yeah, and you know, we do our manufacturing of our premium golf balls, the Chrome Soft X, and the XLS that's coming out. We do that up in Chicopee, Massachusetts. We're the second largest employer in Western Massachusetts. But some of our other golf balls we do overseas, just like our other competition. Keep in mind that they are having some challenges getting product to these factories to build it. And then once they build it, they're having issues getting containers overseas. So we can fly in things like driver heads and fairway wood heads and Apex iron heads or Maverick iron heads, but we can't fly in golf balls because of the cost. We can't fly in golf bags. So those are things you're going to see from us that are going to have some challenges. I cannot stress enough, if you do not have golf balls ordered for September, you will not get them. We can't, the days of just ordering today and having golf balls there next week are really challenged right now. So, you know, on top of that, like Andrew said, range balls aren't coming in until July and August. If you don't have them on order, we will not be able to ship you until July or August. And that is consistent even if you're not carrying Callaway golf balls. So protect yourself for range balls, no matter which vendor. And of course, we'd like it to be ours. But we want to make sure you guys know you got to plan out a little bit better. But not on every product, right?
And I say with that adversity in mind, I will say I'm hearing a lot of feedback from pros that Callaway is #1 in getting custom fit golf clubs out the door. I know there's a lot of other manufacturers that are struggling quite a bit. And our, you know, credit to our build team are doing very, very well. I'm seeing still a ton of products that are in that 7 to 10 day category. We don't have a ton of custom clubs that are back ordered. So sell with confidence, knowing that when you custom fit somebody at one of your fitting day events, it's going to get out the door.
We may change the grip, you know, or we may ask you to change out the shaft because the other manufacturers that manufacture shafts and grips are having challenges. So keep that in mind as well. We may not be perfect, but we want to get it out. Our original goal is 24 to 48 hour turnaround time on custom clubs. And we've done a very nice job of living up to that in most cases, which is pretty awesome.
Agreed.
So speaking of fitting golf clubs, the days of demo days are over. Ineffective demo days are done with us, and we are looking for effective fitting events only.
Right. So this has been one of those changes this year that things have, that coronavirus has shown us that there's different ways to do things, and fitting days have done extremely, extremely well for us. And I know, Mary, you've had a ton of success. I recently just did one at Talbot Country Club where I had Mark Kimenow, the head pro, with me side by side. We did 6 fittings and we did $6,000 in wholesale, and it took 4 hours. So we were able to like really focus on those particular players and have a really successful day. And I know you've had some success like that as well.
Yeah, and the thing that we did an event the other day inside the ballroom. Inside, the golf professional had 2 nets set up. We had 2 TrackMan. My team was there. The golf professional staff was there. That is a must do. If you're only going to get one fitting day with a vendor, make it worthwhile. Make it worthwhile with Callaway. These are sales days. These guys did $10,600 in sales that day inside on a rainy Saturday because the golf professional staff was present. They were closing the sale. They were confirming with the member that this is the right club to buy. They were present the entire time, and that makes an effective fitting event. Think of these as sales days, revenue generating days. We're not there just to be friends and let people tire kick. We're there to sell golf clubs. So that is a team effort, my team and your team working together to close the sale. We also offer the trade-in bump just for the fitting events only, right, Andrew?
Yeah, so I've seen a ton of success where a guy will be on the verge of getting new product, and then you can kind of just tell him that, hey, we're offering a little bonus right now to trade in your golf clubs, and we can use some of this credit on your old clubs for purchase of a new club. And that's something, especially if it's coming from a staffer or someone that they trust from the club there, it's something that really solidifies that sale. So that's something that, as long as we have one of those professionals on the range with us, they can really trust us to know that they're going to get that bump and they're going to get the upgrade, and it's not going to be too pricey on their end.
Yeah, so you can see, having the professional staff on the range with our team is the only way to make an effective day. If the professional staff is not there, then our team is managing the members, managing the walk-ups, which due to COVID protocols we can't have right now. So we want our team focused on the fits, and we want your team confirming and closing the sale. And we're trying to give you all the tools to do it with the online scheduler and with the trade-in bump and with our TrackMan there and all the demos. So our goal for 2021 is to make these demo days or fitting days as effective as possible, for sure. And then finally, we wanted to talk to you about tournaments. The first thing, as you guys are getting back into some normalcy, your members are coming out and playing in some of the events and tournaments that you can have. We cannot stress enough, check inventory.
Yes, so this is going to be something just like the golf balls. If you have a tournament in June, we are going to want to get that order in right now. It's not something that we're going to wait on, particularly if it's going to be something like logo, but it's going to be something we're going to want to put in the system now. And luckily, Callaway provides us with such good terms on tournament orders that we're going to want to get it out the door as soon as possible, just to make sure that you guys have that for your, whether it's a member guest or, some sort of fundraiser. It's going to be something we want to get in the system now. And get shipped as soon as possible. It's not something we want to wait till the last minute there for.
Yeah, this is obviously a different time. And one of the things we've created is the new Callaway microsite. The microsite is awesome. You can send the link out to your members, your guests, whomever's coming to the event. They can buy on their own and have it shipped to their own house. The shipping is free. You get overage. So anybody say somebody spends $100 over, you get 30% margin credited to your account. So the microsite is a really nice way to not worry about inventory. And Callaway, Odyssey, OGIO, all on there. We have a ton of great options. Stamped wedges, you can do logo putters, all the OGIO, the travel gear, the layover bag, which is an awesome carry-on because people will start traveling again. OGIO has a brand new line of travel covers that, it's been a little weird to sell travel covers right now, but people are going to start traveling again. And when they travel, they're going to need all of the tools from Callaway. And as one of your MAPGA partners, we certainly hope we're one of your go-tos for our tournament product, our travel product, and certainly all of our clubs. Yeah. So, we appreciate the partnership here. It's very important to Andrew and I. You may have some questions for us, so I think John's gonna manage the question part. So thanks so much for being great partners to us. Cheers to 2021. Let's go get them.
Thanks, guys.
All right, I want to make sure Mary and Drew are up on the screen and unmuted. But our first question, Mark Russo actually sent in through the chat, and that is, what custom options are available in the Riva sets? Drew or Mary?
Drew, are you on?
he was having some technical difficulties. So the Reva, it's the Reva set, the Revolution of women's product. We're doing several colors. There's blue and black. We're adding in a rose gold color. And we do a short version, a long version, and a regular version. The short version is a 1/2 inch short, and the long version is a 1/2 inch long.
Awesome.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Mary.
Sure.
I think one question I wanted to ask is, you said there is some wait times for some products, but custom is much quicker, much more able to deliver more timely.
Yeah, custom orders are still getting out in 2 or 3 days. We go for 1 to 2 days, but we've had some pretty amazing success with customs. The only challenge that you may see, there'll be a grip or a shaft that's not in stock. We're starting to change the grips, but I would suggest, and I hate that this is on video and being recorded because I'll deny it, but I would suggest any order you have for a member goes in as a custom order. So read between the lines on that.
Yeah. Hey, Drew, you should be able to, are you there?
Yeah, absolutely. I was going to say, and I know we just had a conference call this morning, and we're actually increasing our speed and getting custom orders out. I think we were like quoting around 10 days in hand, but now we're down to like 8. So things are starting to run really smooth for us as long as we have that component in stock. So all good on the Callaway front.
Okay. Well, thank you, Drew and Mary. We appreciate your support as always. It's been, Mary, how many years has it been? It's got to be 15 years at least.
At least. It could be close to 20.
Yeah, so thank you both. I know, Drew, you're relatively new compared to Mary, but thank you for the support and always, but also today for today's meeting. And we'll see you on April 5th as well, Drew, I'm assuming at Piney Branch. So look forward to that.
All right, thanks everybody.
Thank you guys. Yeah, thanks for having us. Thanks for all you do.
Thank you both. I really appreciate you being here and for the sponsorship. So again, thanks. And we'll hear from Jeremy Greiner and his companies a little later in the meeting. So we really appreciate the support from Callaway Golf for sure. All right. So since the minutes have been previously approved, published, and made available to the membership, I will entertain a motion from the floor, in quotations, that would mean the chat room, to dispense with the reading of the minutes of the Northern Chapter Fall meeting on October 19th, 2020, and the Board of Directors meeting on January 11th, 21. Do I have a motion? If so, please enter your name in the chat.
We do. David Grossman.
All right. Do I have a second?
Mike Atkins.
Perfect. Thank you, guys. If you're in favor, you do not need to enter anything. All opposed, enter your full name and nay in the chat. Okay. No curveballs today. Cool. All right. All right. While there is not a vice president report for this meeting, Mr. Brock will be sharing additional information with us during the committee reports. So we'll wait for that exciting time. Report of the secretary. Brian Dix will now present the secretary's report.
My secretary's report is available in writing, and we will show this in the next few slides. I'd like to begin by recognizing all newly elected members since the fall section meeting. Cole Jordan from Baltimore Country Club, Nick Osterman from Hillendale Country Club, Wesley Samuel from Forest Park Golf Course, Justin Schlaler from Turf Valley Resort, Nick Shemkovitz from Caves Valley Golf Club, and Mike Van Scherel from Caves Valley Golf Club. Next, please join me in congratulating those members who have celebrated a quarter century of PGA membership since the fall section meeting. Peter Bowman, life member. Rick Flowers, Rocky Gap Casino Resort. Joe Franz, the Elk Ridge Club. Grant Friend from Golf Cart Services Incorporated. Rodney Green, Country Club at Woodmore. Mark Kimenow, Talbot Country Club. Ann McClure, U.S. Naval Golf Academy. Jay Perkins, Golf Institute at Bel Air. Joe Reynes, Baltimore County Revenue Authority. Richard Setter from Hog Neck Golf Course, and Joe Wallman. We also have the following in attendance with us here today: PGA career consultant Greg Stensel and PGA Regional League Manager Doug Wirt. Thank you both for being here.
All right. Mr. Brock.
We are now pleased to share a video from Dan Baker, Senior Director of Partnership Development at PGA Headquarters, to share additional information about the Golf Retirement Plus program. Whether you are new or would like to learn more about the program, or you are a current account holder, you will learn something from this presentation.
Hi, welcome to the Spring 2021 PGA Section Golf Retirement Plus overview. We're glad you can take a few minutes to join us and learn a little bit more about PGA Golf Retirement Plus, whether you're new to it and interested in opening an account, or whether you're a current account holder and you'd like to get some more information. I'm Dan Baker. I'm the Senior Director of Partnership Development for the PGA of America, where I oversee our relationships with the golf companies, sponsorship programs, what they do with the sections, with tournaments, with the PGA merchandise shows. We want to bring you some good information today, and I'd like to introduce Tracy Fenza from AIG.
Hi, I'm Tracy Fenza. I'm a Golf Retirement Plus specialist. I've been with the program for about 10 years now, so I've probably spoken with many of you already. I work directly with the PGA professionals, the PGA, the sponsor companies. So I kind of can see it from all different angles, and I'm here to answer questions and help the professionals as they get enrolled in Golf Retirement Plus.
Thank you, Tracy. Today we want to go through some things and give you a little bit of information on the benefits of Golf Retirement Plus and who can participate and how does it work. And then some statistics on Golf Retirement Plus. I think that might surprise you as to the success of the program and where we are today. And then a quick overview of our current sponsors, and then a Q&A with Tracy to talk about some of the most frequently asked questions or misconceptions. So on eligibility, all PGA members or associates are eligible if they're in good standing to enroll in the program. You can enroll at any time. And the investment funds that AIG offers are a wide variety, from aggressive fund programs to conservative fund programs. And you can work with the AIG folks on what the best investment mix is for you based on your situation. And then in terms of sponsor contributions, our sponsors pay a royalty to PGA professionals. Those royalties are paid through the PGA of America into AIG and into your accounts. So we also like to talk a little bit about some statistics. So one of the great things about PGA Golf Retirement Plus is we just crossed at the start of the year the $200 million mark. We have $202 million in assets under management with AIG. Annually, we're generating about $7 million in royalties from the sponsored companies. The average account balance for a PGA professional is $27,000. The average sponsor contribution, or what PGA professionals can put in every year, is $1,300. And obviously, some PGA professionals put in less than that, and some PGA professionals put in a lot more than that. We have over 6,400 account holders that represent about 4,200 facilities around the country. And last year, we added almost 200 new accounts, and we're always looking to add head professionals who don't have an account as an opportunity for them to generate more revenue. So one of the things we looked at in studying Golf Retirement Plus the last few months was over 42% of all head professionals at a PGA recognized course have a Golf Retirement Plus account. That's in that 6,400 account holders. 42% of all PGA general managers have an account. 49% of all directors of golf have an account. So we think obviously that's really good penetration, and obviously having almost 50% of those participants is terrific for the program. One of the interesting things is that 47% of account holders own their shop, but 53% of all account holders don't own their shop. So often there's a misconception that if you don't own your shop, you can't participate. And then there is the opportunity for many of you who have an account and you're the head professional, the director of golf, or the general manager, that you can move money downward to your assistant professionals, get them to open an account, and you can contribute money to them, especially maybe if your facility doesn't offer a 401k program for employees, that could be a good way to start your assistants on a retirement plan. So that's an opportunity there. And then our current sponsors, obviously we start with Titleist and FootJoy, who started the program with the PGA of America back in 1997. And then you can see we have several key equipment companies, apparel companies, gifts and awards, headwear companies, and a variety of PGA partners that are participating in the program. Many of these companies offer a royalty that's over and above any discount. So we encourage you to talk to your sales reps, talk to those sponsor companies, see how you can take better advantage of the Golf Retirement Plus offerings that these companies provide, because many times you might be leaving money on the table with their programming that they offer. So Tracy, I think at this point, we'd like to go to ask you some questions on some of the misconceptions or questions that you get consistently. So one is, if PGA professionals say, I don't own my golf shop, so I can't participate in Golf Retirement Plus, what would you say to that?
This is a big one that we've been fighting for about 10 years now, ever since I've been here. You can participate in Golf Retirement Plus, even if you don't own your golf shop. As Dan, as you alluded before, there are most of the companies in the program are going to offer Golf Retirement Plus dollars above and beyond any discounts off invoice. So the shop and the PGA professional can both participate. There are some that will offer an option either one or the other. You and the employer will decide which way you want to go on those, but we can cater that to meet the needs of your particular facility. So if you want discounts here and Golf Retirement Plus dollars here, we can set that up. We do that every day. Also, in addition to that, you can make your own contributions into this. This is a non-qualified account, so you can contribute as much as you want into this. It won't impact what you're putting into your IRAs or any other qualified accounts, but you can make contributions if you want. You have some extra money and want to build up that retirement account, you can do that really easily with this account.
Thanks, Tracy. And then when PGA professionals, when they register with the sponsor companies, do they also sometimes think that they're also enrolled in GRP, but they're not?
Yeah, that's a newer trend we've seen. People are aware, the professionals are aware of the different companies, so they may go to one of their sponsors that they do a lot of business with. They get it set up. That's great, but if you don't have a Golf Retirement Plus account, there's nowhere for that money to go. So if you set up something with the sponsors, and even if you're not sure if you know you don't have one, or if you're not sure you have a Golf Retirement Plus account, please reach out to us. We can get the account set up. It only takes about 10 minutes over the phone. Very easy process, but very important if you want to receive those actual contributions.
And then what forms are required annually? What do PGA professionals need to do each year?
Right. Annually, the big one is the facility authorization agreement. This is an annual requirement by the PGA. A lot of people think that that enrolls them with the sponsors. It doesn't. You want to look at that facility authorization agreement as your deposit ticket. We have to have that form on file each year in order to deposit the money from the sponsors you've selected. The other step is then at that point, we will help you make sure you're enrolled with the sponsors. On that facility authorization agreement, there's always a small box that indicates which sponsors require annual enrollment. I think there's 5 or 7 right in there that require you to re-enroll each year. The rest of them are just a one-time enrollment. You're good from year to year. Unless you change facilities, then you'll always want to re-enroll. So those are an annual form. And then the last annual form would be if you're sharing contributions with multiple professionals at the same facility, there would be an incentive allocation agreement. I know that sounds like a lot of forms, but you always have me there to help you with that. I work through that with everyone each year to help get them set up.
So two takeaways are: 1, get your forms filled out; 2, call Tracy, email Tracy. Exactly. Those are good. That's good advice. So, and then also PGA professionals can view their contributions online, or how do they access to check their sponsor contributions?
Yep, they have access. They already have access and they don't realize it. All you need to do is log into pga.org. When you're on the resources tab, click on Golf Retirement Plus. That is going to open up all kinds of information. You'll be able to see sponsor program information. If you click on account holder information, that's going to be your key page. You'll be able to see your sponsor contributions, so you can see what came in from what sponsors and when it deposited. That's a great way to tell if you're missing money from a sponsor. That would give you an idea. Maybe I should follow up with my sales rep. And the other thing you can do from that account holder information page is actually connect to your account at aig.com. So you can see your account, your investments, your values. You can make some small transactions online, but there's a lot of great information out there. It's all right there through pga.org.
Thank you, Tracy. So if you don't have a PGA Golf Retirement Plus account and you are the head professional director of golf or GM at your facility, get one. Take advantage of it if you can. Tracy can help you with talking to your employer about, if you don't own the shop, about what the advantages are and help you have that conversation. So we've got some information posted on how you can reach out and contact, and we're here to help you. And thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
All right, time for the, thank you so much, Dan. Thanks for the information. Time for the committee reports. We'll start with the sponsorship committee, Mr. Eric Brock.
Yeah, with sponsorships, I would just like to point out what Mary said is that we call them sponsors, but it really is a partnership. While we will never directly ask you to work with a sponsor or our partners, we do encourage you to take the time and at least see what they have. Let them come into the golf shop, give you their presentation, and consider their lines. You know, we all know was difficult in 2020. We had several sponsors that deferred their sponsorship until 2021, but we are pleased to announce that so far we have 6 brand new sponsors who have signed on with us for 2021. We have Eagle Bank, we have Golfdom, Golf Pro Payments, Pacekeeper Golf, Swing Golf Ireland, 10 Cup Products, and Trade In Guys. And speaking of sponsors, let's hear from our very own Jeremy Greiner. Jeremy is our second sponsor of the day, and Jeremy's provided us with some updates to this sponsorship line. He's got some new lines as well: Jack Jolly, Lorente, No Sweat, Morel Studios. So without any further ado, let's hear from our very own Jeremy Greiner.
Don't go away, or you're going to miss your chance to win 2 tickets to a Washington Nationals baseball game. During my presentation, I'll give out 3 keywords. Text those keywords to me with your full name, and you'll be entered to win the drawing. You'll be in it to win it. Hi, my name is Jeremy Greiner. I'm a 26-year member of the PGA of America, and I've spent over 20 years here in the Middle Atlantic. Since 2017, I've been an independent sales rep. I pride myself on being honest, knowledgeable, and forthright with both the good and the bad, so you can make the best decision for you. Sound fair? And let's dig into some of my lines. Morel Studios makes some of the most elegant awards on the planet, with incredible design and craftsmanship. In fact, the PGA of America uses Morel for all national and section award winners, and the base of the MAPGA Section Championship Trophy was made by Morel. Morel's specialty is 3D art using a mold that is unique to your facility. You'll be the only one in the world with this mold, and you can use it as a motif for your tournaments. Morel has a wide variety of recognition panels, so we can put something together to fit any budget. If you prefer more traditional awards like crystal, silver, or ceramics, Morel has you covered. Morel has put thousands of dollars into MAPGA tournaments over the years. So is there one recognition panel we can do for you? Is there one tournament we can help you with? Please let me know. Oh, and by the way, Morel is PGA Retirement Plus. Wow, what a great presentation. All right, your first keyword, NATS. N-A-T-S, NATS, 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 woo! Next, I'd like to talk about Jack Jolly & Son. Jack Jolly has been in business for over 50 years. They have an incredible assortment of grips available for your shop. Jack Jolly also has a wide array of supplies for club repair and your range. Doesn't stop there, as Jack Jolly has great impulse buy items like sunscreen, bug spray, hand warmers, and the like. Jack Jolly offers a 10% discount when you order a full case of grips and a 5% discount when you order a half a case of grips. all of their deliveries are almost always the next business day, so let Jack Jolly deliver for you. Was that cheesy? Wow, the presentation keeps on getting better and better, huh? All right, your second key word, the face of the franchise going forward, Juan Soto. Soto, S-O-T-O. Are you looking for a unique, inexpensive item for your shop? No Sweat makes a simple, disposable hat liner that absorbs perspiration to keep it from running down into your face or in your eyes. Plus, it absorbs odors and it's very hygienic. Check out how easy they are to use and how absorbent they are. All you do is take the backing off of the liner, put it in your cap, and then you're good to go for 2 to 5 rounds. And let's see how absorbent they are. I'm going to put some water on this. I'll count to 3. 1, 2. Okay, I'm getting tired. Look, it's all gone. Billy Cullum, if you're out there, you've met your match. Order one of our kits by March 31st, and we'll cover the shipping for you. Okay, Lorente is a family-run business in its second generation, led by Angela Lorente. They offer a wide array of different repair tools, ball markers, and tea gifts. With Club Lorente, we will make a custom medallion with your logo that can be used in dozens of items for your shop and tournaments, with 1 to 2 day turnaround time. Lorente does not stop there. We not only stock shop staples like towels and bag tags, but Angela can source pretty much anything you want for a big tournament or outing. Lorente is also PGA Retirement Plus. In addition to the lines I just covered, I also carry Precision Pro Rangefinder, Columbia Sportswear, BK Knits, and U-Ray Sportswear, which is also a PGA Retirement Plus account. If I could just pick one of them to talk about, I couldn't, because they all have something great to offer. Thanks for staying to the end. Your final keyword is curly W. It's not a word, but you get the idea. Text those keywords, Nats, Soto, and curly W, to me at 703-304-6040. Before we head back to the meeting, I just want to wish you the best for the 2021 season. Take care, and please let me know how I can help. Okay, I need a motion so I can end my presentation. So noted. Wow, 43 people have already seconded it. Okay, I'm out of here. Well, that went pretty well.
Oh, Jeremy. Jeremy, thanks again for sponsoring. I feel like we should just end the meeting at that point because I don't know. I'm not sure.
That was pretty good.
That was pretty good. And Jeremy will also be performing at the DC Improv starting in April. All right, Sean, do your best to follow that up for the tournament committee. It's all yours. Good luck.
I don't think I can follow that up at all. That's for sure.
Yeah, good luck.
Thank you, everybody, for being here this morning. Hope everybody just woke up off of that and got some excitement there. I'm kind of filling in for Mr. Hutzel, who is on here right now, but is unable to be in front of us as he's getting some treatment. And hopefully by midsummer, we get to see Mr. Hutzel back on the golf course. So D, we're rooting for you, man, and can't wait to get you back on the golf course. I'd also like to thank Mark Evenson, who he and I have been trying to fill in a little bit for David. So Mark's done a lot of great work for us here and getting us set up. So Spring Pro is April 5th at Piney Branch. This will be our first event, and make sure that you get signed up for that by next Wednesday. Our fall meeting and Pro will be September 27th at Suburban Club. And currently we're looking for a place for the chapter championship. We actually had a golf course and unfortunately it fell through. So we've tried some places. So please, if you are able to host, there's several dates that we have available to do the chapter championship, but we are looking for a site. If you could contact myself, David Hutzel, Mark Evenson, or Bob Hines, that would be great. Moving on, our section championship this year is back to being in September. It's going to be September 13th through 15th, and it will be down at Riverbend and Westwood Country Clubs down in Northern Virginia. So that's be an exciting tournament. We have some events this year, and on our section calendar, the section match play is actually at Hillendale. So I know Mr. Franz is all excited about that. That's going to be April 12th and 13th. But section match play is April 12th through 13th. Section 4-ball is in the chapter at Worthington Manor on May 17th. Our section pro net is at the links at Perry Cabin on June 28th. We played there last year. It was a great course, challenging golf course, there's no question. And then Mr. Daniel Bankston is hosting our section stroke play and head pro championship at Cattail Creek on July 26th. So obviously there are events held in other chapters, but we remind you of the ones that we have here in our chapter and support our pros that are hosting us. Hope everybody good weather this week and are going to get on the golf course. I'm planning on playing Mr. Franz and not giving him 5 shots that he wants this afternoon. So everybody get on the golf course, play some golf. Mr. Russo, turn back over to you.
Awesome, Sean, thanks. And again, as Sean mentioned, just a thank you to Sean and Mark Evenson for filling in for David Hutzel. Really appreciate you guys taking care of that and picking up the slack. Employment committee report, I'm going to handle that one. Not too much, but a big one for a lot of us who use Career Links, and that is Career Links is now gone. The new system is through the PGA Job Board. So you want to make sure that you fill out your job preferences correctly to participate so you can get the emails and the updates. Currently, this is always nice to hear. We usually do well in the employment compensation survey stuff too. Our current completion rate is the highest in the country, but there are still some of us who have not completed the job preferences. So please make sure you get on there and do that. Next, I'd like to introduce your PGA career consultant, Mr. Greg Stencil. Greg has recorded an update and is joining us as well today to answer any follow-up questions you may have.
Good morning. This is Greg Stenzel, PGA Career Consultant for the Mid-Atlantic and Tri-State PGA sections. And thank you for letting me share just a few minutes with you this morning. I am happy to report that with the help of our IT department, they have completed the compensation survey tool. Log in today and update your information. It's not only a help to you when you're looking for a job or negotiating a contract, but it's also a help to your other fellow professionals and employers. I would also like to make mention that you can use the compensation survey tool to update your information at any point during the year. So if you happen to take a new position or your compensation changes, simply log into the compensation survey tool and update your information. As we enter the second year of the COVID pandemic, I want to make you aware of a program called the Employee Retention Tax Credit, which may be available for you and your facilities. It's a tax credit that's paid on wages made to your employees. You may ask, do I qualify for the Employee Retention Credit? Any employer that had its operating hours reduced due to the government order is considered to have partially suspended its operations and would have the availability to apply for the ERC. It's a credit on federal taxes that employers pay on wages and salaries. It's a tax credit, not a loan, and can be applied to any current payroll. Facilities that qualified for the ERC in 2020 would have 100 or fewer full-time employees. A full-time employee would have had to have averaged 30 hours of service per week or 130 hours per month. Facilities would earn a tax credit of 50% of the qualified wages up to $10,000 for a total of $5,000. And employers can still ask to receive that credit by amending their Form 941. Qualifications changed in 2021. Allowing facilities to have up to 500 full-time employees. The credit also is increased to 70% versus 50% in 2020. This means that you can earn a maximum credit of $14,000 per employee, available over 2 quarters, $7,000 each quarter. And you may apply early with the IRS by using Form 7200. Facilities can earn even a bigger employee retention credit by using a strategy along with the PPP. Make sure that you check with your payroll company or your CPA. They should have all the information you need to fill out the 941 or the 7200 form. As always, I wish you the best in your career and in the upcoming season. And again, please complete the compensation survey and take advantage of the employee retention credit available to you at your facility.
All right, thank you, Greg. And again, if anyone has any questions for Greg, please make sure he is on the call, but make sure we put any questions for Greg in the chat. If you have them, we'll try and get those to him. Moving on to the scholarship committee, Eric Brock.
Very good. The PGA Assistance Fund, or what we call the PGA Family Scholarship, was established in 1986 and provides college scholarships to children and grandchildren of PGA members. Since its inception, the PGA of America has awarded over 3,000 scholarships, totaling just over $7.5 million. Do want to let you know the application window has been extended until April 5th, and we encourage everyone to submit their application. For those that are not chosen for the national scholarship, please remember you will be considered, or your children or grandchildren will be considered, for the Bill Deck Fred Funk Family Scholarship at the section level. If you have a child or a grandchild who might be interested and eligible, I encourage you to apply and just visit pga.org for more information.
Thank you, Eric. Player development, Brian Dix.
I'd like to introduce Player Development Coordinator at the section office, Claire Jansa, and our Regional League Manager, Doug Wirt. They have prepared an in-depth presentation. As you are listening, please enter any questions you may have in the chat. Doug and Claire will be available to answer those questions following their presentation.
Good morning, chapter members. My name is Claire Jansa, and I am your Player Development Coordinator for the section. I'm originally from South Dakota, and I'm a second-generation PGA professional. This is going to be my third season in the section. I've met many of you, and I'm excited to continue to meet more of you. Today, I have Doug Wirt, our Regional League Manager, here to answer some questions on player development opportunities that we have here in the section. Some you have already heard of or maybe participated in, and we also have a few new opportunities that we want to share with you. Doug, thank you so much for joining us today. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Thank you, Claire. Welcome, everyone. I hope all of you are doing well. I wish that we could be together in person, but I thank you for letting me join you today. A little bit about myself. I now serve as Regional League Manager for the Middle Atlantic, Tri-State, and Western New York sections in the Coaching and Player Development Department at the PGA of America. I am a 29-year member of the PGA of America, and I've served in many roles in facility management around the country, as well as director of a PGM program. I am very passionate about player development, and I'm here to help you create value for yourself and your facility. And I've truly enjoyed the time in my role over the past 4 years, learning more about you and your facilities, and looking forward to seeing what best fits you and your facility.
Awesome. Thank you, Doug. Again, so happy to have you here today. I want to get started with PGA Junior League, a program that many of our professionals have already heard about. Some may have not. So just want to cover a few questions here that may help them as they continue to move forward here in the future with their player development. So with PGA Junior League, is it hard to get started with PGA Junior League?
You know, it really isn't, Claire. You know, PGA Junior League continues to be the flagship program of all the programs we have available to help create more activity at your facility. It is really not that hard to get started. The first step is really to review all the information on the website, and then give me a call or Claire a call to get more information. You know, we've really made it easier at the local league level now to get a program started and provide a great experience for your players and families. We've reduced the number of players needed for a league, as well as relaxed rules on team size and number of matches. And we provide a pre-registration tool now on the website to help professionals with steps to get started.
Yeah, that pre-registration tool is really awesome. So is PGA Junior League for competitive players or for player development or both?
That's a great question. It's really awesome that we have, the postseason with PGA Junior League. It does create more excitement, more awareness of the program. But, PGA Junior League is a player development program, and it's there to bring communities together through the fun team golf experience. Plus those experiences that transcend golf itself, like friendships that can last for years to come, or a newfound sense of confidence for a player.
That's awesome. So who can play in PGA Junior League?
So PGA Junior League is open to boys and girls 17 and under, and we have two divisions, 17U and 13U, and we definitely welcome all skill levels and abilities. No prior golf experiences is required to participate on a PGA Junior League team. And over 80% of the players in PGA Junior League in the past are either beginner or intermediate golfers.
That's awesome. I love the wide range that we get to offer this program to. So how has player registration been this year? I know last year was a little difficult, but we did see some success. But how are we doing this year?
Well, first of all, we were amazed with the players we did see in 2020 with the pandemic. But this year we're seeing record registrations, not only in the section, but around the country. As of March 3rd, we've seen an increase of 47% number of players in the section, and across the country, we're seeing a 61% increase.
That's amazing. I love hearing those numbers. So with hearing how amazing player registration is it too late for a facility to join PGA Junior League?
It's really never too late. We set some deadlines so we can put leagues together, but we can work on getting you into a league, or you can host an in-house league at your facility. If you want to participate in postseason, you only need 24 players this year. If you're not worried about postseason, you can register as many players as possible and host a program at your facility to get started.
Awesome. So then, talking about in-house, is it hard to run an in-house league?
It's not difficult at all. I've hosted an in-house league in the past as a captain and really enjoyed the benefits of doing so. You have everything at your facility. So it's easier with scheduling, easier with team sizes, easier with communication with your parents. And then the facility benefits from that additional revenue from additional play, food and beverage, and more. And if you have 24 players, you would have an all-star team that are your own players from your club.
That's pretty cool. So along the lines of those benefits that you were talking about, can you elaborate a little bit more on the financial benefits of having PGA Junior League?
We've heard so many stories about revenue streams, and you can see more on PGAJuniorLeague.com, but streams that have been created from PGA Junior League. First of all, you have your registration revenue, which is generated by a price that you get to choose based upon what you're offering. Then you can create additional instruction programs to generate revenue for you or for your team. And I've heard stories about it being difficult right now to provide enough compensation for assistant professionals or instructors. Well, PGA Junior League is one way to help with this for those people. And then we've also heard great stories about increase in food and beverage revenue, merchandise sales, and other activity at the facility.
That's awesome. I love hearing all the benefits for our PGA professionals. So after hearing all this, if someone hasn't already gotten started, how do you get started with PGA Junior League?
Well, first of all, they can contact you or myself. And then the other thing is go to PGAJuniorLeague.com and click on the Captains and Coaches tab to get more information. And if they want to give me a call, my number is 719-351-2738.
Awesome. Thank you so much for all that information for PGA Junior League. We've seen so much growth here in the section and love all the opportunities that it gives our PGA professionals. So moving on from that, we have our new program that I am super excited about and can't wait to really dig into here in the section. So I have a few questions for you on PGA Family Cup. So why PGA Family Cup? How did it come about?
Oh, it's a great question. PGA Family Cup came about from a number of us on the coaching and player development team seeing at PGA Junior League matches, mom, dad, aunt, uncle, grandma, grandpa, kids, whatever, on the cart path watching as the PGA Junior League players were playing. And so we got to talking about, okay, how do we get them off the cart path watching and on the course playing in a fun format for families, and so in PGA Family Cup, the thing is we look at it in regular sports, your team becomes your family. Well, the cool thing about Family Cup is that your family now is your team. And this really brings family members of all ages together on the same team and connects them for golf, through golf. And so, as I mentioned, think about all those different family members. And, it's so relaxed as well that you can invite a friend as well if you want.
Awesome. So that family term is loosely defined, I can tell, which I love that you can include anybody that you love or want to be around. So what can this PGA Family Cup program do for a professional in their facility?
Well, what we found is PGA Family Cup, through our phase of piloting it, it's strengthening relationships at the facility. It's helping professionals create more lifetime golfers, and it's helping them also build vibrant communities at their facility. And those of you as PGA professionals and facility managers, you can build your business also by giving clinics and lessons to the family members who don't golf or want to improve their game before or after participating in a PGA Family Cup event, and then use this momentum to help keep them engaged after the event at your facility.
Awesome. So then how does PGA Family Cup tie in with PGA Junior League?
Well, PGA Family Cup we see as a natural progression from PGA Junior League. PGA Junior League has created those communities of families at your golf facility, and now PGA Family Cup gets those families, as I mentioned earlier, off the cart path watching and onto the course with their children playing.
Awesome. So then how does PGA Family Cup work?
Well, it can be hosted as a single event at your facility, or you can host a series of events in a format chosen by you. We have a recommended format that you can do a series of 2 or more events that keeps the families engaged and coming back to the facility, or you can do one event, tie it into your PGA Junior League. Really, it's up to you, but we also recommend a 9-hole par 3 setup that utilizes yardages from 50 to 150 yards. And we feel this setup allows everyone to play from the same tee, keeping the family together. It helps you with pace of play, and it really creates that fun and inclusive atmosphere for the families, for players of all skill levels.
Awesome. I love the flexibility that there is for everybody to be able to make it their own. So how many PGA Family Cup events does a facility need to host to be a part of this program?
That's up to the facility and what best fits them and their schedules, so you can offer one event in the season or offer a series of events. We've had professionals do both. We've had professionals who offer Family Cup as a way to finish their PGA Junior League season or to start it off. And then we have professionals around the country that have hosted a series of events, once a month, and even seeing success stories of hosting PGA Family Cup on a special themed night dinner and your food and beverage, and the family staying, for that themed night. So that's really up to the professional what best fits them.
Fantastic. So how do our PGA professionals get started with PGA Family Cup?
Well, first of all, just like PGA Junior League, they can contact you or myself, and then the other way is to go to pgafamilycup.com, which, by the way, I want to say is a brand new website and a new platform, new format than what we've been using for PGA Junior League. The registration process now is so much easier than what we've seen for PGA Junior League, in that you register your facility one time, and then as you want to add events, you go back into that registration and add events and details of the events so that you can advertise them to your families. And then the other thing I want to share is what you get out of PGA Family Cup as a professional. First of all, got my support, Claire, here to help. The website has an amazing number of tools to help you with marketing, promotion, running the event, and all kinds of tools there. Also, we provide you awards for each event that you host. 3 awards that are made by Signs of the Sea, nice family cup pennant style that you can hand out to the families for winning or different types of prizes you might want to do during the event, but we provide that for you. And then the families each get a team kit that includes a wireless mini speaker, a photo frame with the Family Cup logo on it, a tote bag, and 2 poker chip ball markers for fun for later.
That's awesome. I kind of want one of those team kits, not gonna lie. They sound awesome. Thank you so much for adding all this in. Great information for our PGA professionals. It's awesome.
Yeah, I really appreciate the time. And, you know, one of the things I want to talk about next and ask you questions about is a new program, Doubles Golf, which we in coaching and player development see as a great natural progression for players as they get older or want to participate in more events at their facilities. So, you know, first of all, tell me a little bit about Doubles Golf and then who can participate.
Yeah, so like you said, Doubles Golf is a great progression. This program was brought to us by Jack Nicklaus and the creators of PGA Junior League, and it's the new trademarked style of the 2-person scramble 9-hole format. It's a great way to have a quick, easy way to get your members out and playing and increase this play that we're seeing at your facilities. And what's great is anybody can be on a doubles golf team at your facility. You can have a husband and wife, you can have a father, son, mother, daughter, 2 best friends, cousins, aunts, uncles, anybody you can think of. When you register your facility and your members go and register as teams, they get to put who they are, how old they are, and they get to be put into a division that works for them. And anybody is welcome, and you can register for as many teams as you'd like, which is another great opportunity. They don't have to think about who they want to be on a doubles golf team with. They have an opportunity to be on a doubles golf team with anybody that they wish.
That's really cool. It's just another great way to create excitement around the facility, plus give people more opportunity to compete and play and have fun. So what are the additional opportunities for facilities and professionals?
Yeah, so once a facility is registered as a doubles golf facility, they have access to use the doubles golf format, the doubles golf logo, and anything regarding doubles golf, which also includes doing 6 to 8 week leagues at your facilities. You can do it for multiple divisions or only one division. And then you can also do just one-off events, so a couples night or a wine and dine night or a themed night, using that doubles golf format. And then you also have the ability to do a club championship. There's 5 main divisions that you get to do a club championship in that gets to move on to a section championship and then to a national, much like PGA Junior League. That would be your men's, your women's, mixed, seniors, and adult junior. Now you are welcome to host a club championship for any of the divisions that are registered at your facility, but those are the 5 main ones that would move on through the qualifying process. And what's fantastic is there is no cost to the facility to do any of this. And with all of the events that you hold, you get to pick that price. Now with the leagues, you will set the price. $20 of that will come to the section to help with administration of section championships and any administration of leagues that we do. But again, you get to pick that price based on what you are going to offer at your facility. And then your events, like your wine and dines or couples nights and your club championships, you get to set that price based on if it's multiple days or what you're involving food and beverage wise, cart wise, anything like that. So it's a really great opportunity to, again, keep that engagement up and build more revenue for our PGA professionals, which we're really excited about.
Yeah, it sounds like a great way to include things, not just at your golf course, but at your facility as well. So let me ask, how much work is involved in running doubles golf on behalf of the professional?
Yeah, so again, there's a lot of opportunities, obviously, and the big thing is if I do all of this, how much work am I putting into it? And what's really great is, besides getting set up, getting the tee time set, the availability on the course, and kind of all that background administrative stuff, that's pretty much what you have to do. After that, what's great is there's this scoring app that they use, and the teams will post their scores for the event. So after they're done, they'll post it to the scoring app, which you have access to as an administrator at your facility. And you'll be able to see those scores, and the scoring app will do the majority of the work for you, which is amazing. And doubles golf also has a lot of resources to help you work through any scoring allocations, anything like that that may need to happen if there's players of different abilities within an event. But again, other than just doing that background administrative stuff, once they start playing, it's up to them to post their scores, which is great.
That's really convenient, so the fact that they can score themselves. So tell me a little bit about how the scoring works.
Yeah, so whenever a team plays the 9-hole format doubles golf, they can post their score into the scoring app. Now, again, that's whether if they play in the league, in an event, or if they just go play out on a Saturday afternoon with their doubles golf teammate. Whenever they play, they can post their scores. And teams will then be rated based on either when they sign up, if they put in their handicaps, or after they have played 2 doubles golf rounds, they'll receive an official rating, which you can kind of think of as a handicap, but it's just a doubles golf version. And then within those ratings, so it's A, B, and C, within each division, they'll also be ranked, and they'll continue to be ranked. So anytime they post, that ranking will change, and they'll be able to see where they are at a facility level, at a national level, at a section level. So it's a great way to keep people involved all the time with what we kind of consider a running scoreboard, which is really awesome. And those ratings are changed quarterly based on your score. So if you have a team that's getting better, they'll change into that different rating. If there's a team that's struggling, they'll get changed. So they're always playing against people that are at the same level they are, or if they're playing against someone that's maybe in a different level, that scoring allocation will be there to help you make it an even playing field for everybody, which is great.
So it really sounds like a fun way to keep score, keep track of how you play. The app does a lot of that, does all that for them. So it sounds like a really great way to create more activity at your facility. So how does a professional get started in doubles golf?
Yeah, so much like PGA Family Cup or PGA Junior League, you head to doublesgolf.com. Click on the course registration link. It's very simple. You just put in your basic information for your facility, and then you'll receive an email from Doubles Golf with links to marketing materials and any information that you may need to help run your leagues, events, and club championships. And obviously, again, I am here to help. Doug can help, and anybody at Doubles Golf is available to help with any questions as well. But we just see it, again, like Doug said, as a great progression from PGA Junior League to PGA Family Cup, now to Doubles Golf, to continue this amazing increase in play at your facility in a fun and competitive way for anybody who wants to continue to play golf with people and continue to see your club as a second home. So again, we're very, very excited and happy to help in any way that we can.
Well, this is all great. Very excited to spend the time with you today and everybody else. I just want to say thanks for the time and the opportunity to serve everyone in the section and continue to help with player development. And, I just want to leave with encouraging everybody to do what you can do to maintain the momentum that we saw in 2020 and keep things going, because it's very exciting times now in our industry, despite what everybody's been dealing with. Make sure that you're doing everything you can to keep this momentum going. So Claire, thanks so much for the time. And please, everyone, please feel free to reach out if there's anything that I can do to help you.
Yes, thank you so much, Doug. This information has been amazing. And like Doug said, we're here to help, and we're excited for the season to start and hopefully get to see you guys in person soon. So thank you again for letting us join you. Thanks again, Doug, and hopefully we'll see you guys soon.
All right. Thank you, Doug and Claire. Again, please utilize the career development resources and offerings document if you'd like to learn more about these offerings. In addition, Doug and Claire are always available should you have any follow-up questions. Keeping it moving here, junior golf report. Eric Brock and John Gould are going to team up on this one, guys.
Yeah, so we're excited that the MAPGA Junior Tour is currently underway. We've got 40 events, 45 plus events scheduled for this year, including in that is the mini mulligans. Remember that mini mulligans is a 9-hole group for ages 5 to 10. And as always, don't forget, PGA members, you receive a free Junior Tour membership. Lots of swag. We've worked out some great deals through the MAPGA that they get discounts for the members, the package that they get, financial assistance where needed. So really take advantage of going to the mapga.com, click on the Junior Golf tab to learn more. I would also like to have John talk a little bit about what separates us from the for-profit tours that are out there.
Yeah, thanks, Eric. And I just wanted to correct, the free junior membership is for the kids and grandkids of our PGA members. I don't think Mark Russo needs a free membership in our junior tour, but certainly when his kids are old enough, get that. But yeah, we're just seeing a proliferation of these outside junior tours, the for-profit tours where, they're charging the juniors in the area an arm and a leg. Some of them are, as you can see from the screen there, $300 to join plus about $300 to play in these events, which is certainly way more than what we're charging if you look at the cost. And they're also in it to get the money and take it home to corporate headquarters. Whereas we don't make as much, certainly on our junior tour, but all that stays in the section for, player development, for our scholarships, for, junior league, drive, chip, and putt, all that kind of works together. We're really trying to build these juniors locally into not only, some of them will turn out to be college golfers, but a lot of them we want to grow into the 20 handicappers that we're going to have at all your clubs in the future. So we're just saying, really what we're saying here is, hey, if you going to do an outside event for one of these national junior tours, that's great, but we just want you to give us a chance as well, the section to run some of our local events. And we usually can work with you. We do all the work. All you have to do is allow us on the golf course, give us the time. But we really think it's important what we're doing and the way we're doing it in terms of for the kids and the parents, as opposed to, hey, we can charge whatever we want and they'll pay it, which is partly true. I get it for these outside tour events, but in the end, we think our program is going to be better for growing the game and growing our kids through this program. So that's really the statement there.
Yeah, and I think it's important to point out that these nonprofit tours, they're out there again, as John said, they're there to make money.
Yeah.
We're there to teach them values, to support the development of their character, so that they have those skills for lifetime. It's not just about that day. If we've hosted one of those events, the excitement, the family, everything that we've been building through our player development just continues into our tour. So as John said, please consider us right alongside with those big outside junior tours. But thank you, John. Thank you, Mark.
Yep. Thanks, Eric. And John's going to keep it rolling here and just cover the PGA Reach MAPGA Foundation. Go ahead, John.
Yeah, I just want to go over the upcoming event. We're still on hold with a lot of things at the section level, but and Alan mentioned it at the fall chapter meeting, and I'm not sure who's happier, you all, that you don't have to hear Alan for the umpteenth time, but Alan might be happy that he doesn't have to promote on his own, because now that the Patriot Golf Day includes both Folds of Honor and PGA Hope Middle Atlantic. We want to, we've always promoted it, but we want to extra promote it, I guess, over Memorial Day weekend. We now share the revenue from those proceeds. During the last 5 years, our sections collected almost $3.5 million through Patriot Golf Day, providing 700 scholarships through Folds of Honor. Now some of that money will be going to the section PGA Hope programs as well. So it's really positively affected lives in our community, and we want you to participate. To learn more, if you would watch this short video. Promise it's not as long as the last one, just a couple minutes here.
Hey, it's Colonel Dan from the Folds of Honor, throwing a huge salute out to all my fellow PGA members. Thank you so much for your support. Though we are separated in this COVID world, I know our spirits are united as we press toward Patriot Golf Day 2021 this Memorial Day. Folds of Honor, PGA Hope are together, truly forming the most holistic, impactful veteran program this country knows. It is the most heroic round golfers get to play all year long, and it happens this Memorial Day. I want to talk to you a little bit about the why behind this. Folds of Honor now has awarded over 29,000 scholarships to spouses and children who've had someone killed or disabled defending our freedoms. This year brought so many challenges to our country, one of those with this great racial unrest and our desire for equality. I want to highlight a statistic about Folds of Honor you probably don't know, but 41% of our recipients are minorities. My humble opinion is the bridge to equality only comes through this gift of education. Combine that with the impact of PGA Hope bringing veterans to the game, stemming this tide of 20 veterans a day committing suicide. This is a noble and heroic mission, but it doesn't happen without your help. We need you to visit patriotgolfday.com and register your facility for Patriot Golf Day. You will receive MSR points, but more importantly, you're getting into the fight. And that is an opportunity and I think an obligation we have as PGA golf professionals to lead, and to lead in ways that matter most, in taking care of our military, the veterans who are suffering from post-traumatic stress, and fighting in a healthy way to find equality in this country are amazingly good and important reasons to participate in Patriot Golf Day this year. Our goal is to sign up over 5,000 golf courses. We will take those funds raised over Memorial Day and split them evenly between Folds of Honor and the scholarship recipients and PGA Hope. Again, thank you for your support. I look forward to seeing everybody in person as we find our way back to normal in 2021. And I am blessed to be a PGA member. God bless everybody, and God bless America.
All right. Next, we're going to cover education, an area close to Sean English and my heart. Spring education series concluded. Obviously, the virtual format, as I've said before, was kind of a blessing thing that came out of this whole mess we've been dealing with for the past year, and I think it's going to go forward. Not for our full section teaching summit necessarily, but certainly for the winter education. If you're interested in checking those seminars out, by the way, our staff has done an awesome job of taking the Zoom calls and editing them down and putting them on the section YouTube page. So you can watch all the calls, the main presentations that we did before the virtual teaching summit all through January and February. They were well attended. We had all kinds of pros from all countries. We opened it up and we literally had people from around the globe joining us. So it really went fantastically. And again, March 8th, we had our virtual teaching summit. Sean, you want to mention that one?
We had a great day there. I mean, that was a lot of fun. I know for you and I think everybody that participated, a lot of great information from Dr. Sasha McKenzie, Mike Romatowski, Dr. Scott Lynn, and then we had two sponsors, Ping Golf and Marty Jertson came on, which I thought was really neat information, along with Tim Campbell and Iconic Golf. We had over 120 people on the virtual call, which, you know, is coming pretty close to a record that we had. So, I mean, I think everybody's starting to like kind of doing this. If you want to look at it again, you know, if you weren't able to see it, you can actually just go to the YouTube page. And I think Christine, you got to talk to Christine, and you can sign up for the $10. And what we do there, that $10 kind of donation goes into our MAPGA Foundation, is so we can kind of put some money towards helping other people to get better at golf and play golf. So just a fabulous day, pretty cool day. And if you want to watch it again, go see it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
absolutely.
awesome.
You'll go to mapga.com, the website, and that's where you'll be able to sign up for the $10 donation. And then, yes, we'll send you a link that you can then access the video.
Thank you, Christine.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, thank you, Christine. Thanks, Sean. And again, for $10, it is quite worth it. And obviously, if you pay for it and get the link, we'd appreciate you not sharing it, so that if somebody else wants to get it for $10, I think they can go ahead and shell that out and benefit the foundation. So thanks to Sean, thanks to Christine, everybody, a section office for the education.
Ben.
Yes, and Ben, thank you very much for all the help with all the education. Okay, for my report here, I'm going to roll through this. I'm going to lead the report with letting all of you know that I'm going to be jumping off the call as soon as my report is done, because I am getting my first vaccine here at noon, and I've got to hustle down there. So I appreciate you. You'll be in good hands with Mr. Brock for the remainder of the meeting when I jump off. First off, I want to start by encouraging everyone to sign up for the Pro on April 5th at Piney Branch. Thank you to Jeff Zachman for hosting and sticking it out with us and coming back and hosting for us. Really hope we have a good field for that one. Unfortunately, I won't be able to be there. I'll be at spring break with my kids, but please fill that up and let's have a great event. I know we're all itching to play. Also, later this year, and I'm encouraging all of you to join in governance. Elections will be happening in the fall. If you have questions about that stuff, please give any one of us a call, an email, talk to John. Make sure that you get a sense of what you're getting into. But I will tell you, having been in it for a while, the pros far outweigh the cons. Giving back to your fellow professionals and the association, the relationships that you generate, to me, that has been the best thing for me personally. And it is overall minimal time requirement. And the time requirement, again, is far outweighed by what you get out of it. So please make sure you're talking with us, get in touch with us at the chapter level. You can get started and get your foot in the door, and let's get rolling. Also want to make a note to our staff did an amazing job with the Player of the Decade stuff that they were putting out. And I think it was pretty cool to see that. I know a lot of the players enjoyed that. So also want to make a shout out to the Northern Chapter's own David Hutzel, who was the #1 player of the decade. So David, congratulations. Also, just a note about the MAPGA website. Sorry, Christine, I saw you jump back there. I threw you a curveball. Good job. I'm pleased to, want to announce that the MAPGA will soon launch its new website. It'll have new enhanced features, including a much easier to use interface, mobile responsiveness, and easy access to member login that corresponds with pga.org. So that'll be a lot easier to use, a little more connectivity there, if you will. Also want to mention a couple other people. You see one there, which I'm going to cover in one sec here, but Joanna Coe, want to congratulate her. I think she's on the call with us, qualifying for the KPMG 2021 at Atlanta Athletic Club. Congrats, Joanna. Also, no pressure, Joanna. We're all taking the week off in 2022 at Congressional to watch you play. So no pressure for qualifying for that one as well. Local home game there. Also want to say a big congratulations to the gentleman on the screen. Mr. Frank Lauber, Master Professional, is our 2022 MAPGA Hall of Fame class. I think anybody who knows Frank knows that he cares deeply about our association, our chapter, our whole association, and just people in general. So couldn't have happened to a better human being and professional. So Frank, congratulations. We're going to be excited to be there. Thankfully, we'll be there hopefully in person for this one and celebrate with you. So couldn't have happened to a better person. Last two things, and we'll move on here, gang. Just want to make a statement to all of you to make sure that you are taking care of yourselves mentally and physically as we get moving. We all know what's about to happen. The weather's going to change. Golf is booming right now, and we're going to get wicked busy. I highly encourage all of you to make sure you're planning out some time off of yourselves to take care of yourselves. A lot of talk these days about mental health. Obviously, a lot of you know me, know I care about physical health as well, but the mental side is super important, especially with what we've been dealing with the last year. So please make sure you're taking time off. You're no good to anybody if you're not mentally there for your family and ready. So make sure you're doing it. As Michael Breed said to me on the phone, he may have said it on our call too. He said, work to live, don't live to work. So keep it in mind. Last thing is, many of you have seen that the chapter challenge is back. We will be having that in November. It's an exciting time. I will actually, although my presidency will end prior to that, I will be captaining the team, Spring Creek in November. So looking forward to that. You can look up the details on that and how the team qualifies and all that good stuff. I do know that whoever's going to partner with me, I'm looking for somebody who's very forgiving, has a good back, and can carry a heavy load. All right. So that's it for my president report. Thank you all for coming on. Got a few more items here in the meeting, but I am going to click off to head to my appointment. Thank you again. I look forward to seeing all of you in person very soon. Eric, it's all yours, buddy.
All right, Mark, thank you. Drive careful. And I will entertain a motion from the meeting to accept all reports as presented. Do I have a motion? If so, enter your full name into the chat. We need somebody.
Rob Agresti.
Rob, thank you, Rob. Do I have a second? Again, just put your name in there. Thank you, Mr. Healy. If you are in favor, you do not need to do anything. All opposed, please enter your full name and nay in the chat. Hearing none, the motion passes. Mr. Secretary, do we have any unfinished business? Mr. Secretary, do we have any new business?
Not that I'm aware of.
All right, moving to open forum. Does anyone have anything for open forum? If so, please type it into the chat now. Executive Director Gould will assist in reading items received.
Hey, Eric, while we're waiting for anybody to enter, I would like Christine to play a video. We're hosting the Wells Fargo event in 2022. And just wanted to, we're going to be helping them with a few things, and I wanted them to share their video. So here we go. Christine, thank you.
Hi, everyone. And thank you, John. Thank you, Bob, for having us here today to talk about the 2022 Wells Fargo Championship, which we are bringing to the Washington, D.C. market. We're excited to be here, and more importantly, we are excited to partner with you, the members of the Mid-Atlantic PGA section. And we truly want it to be a partnership, and I'll go into some details about that. So I'm Jim Corcoran. I'm the Director of Business Development and Community Relations for the 2022 Wells Fargo Championship. I'm local here. I live in Vienna. I'm a member of Westwood Country Club, and have known Glenn Brown and Matt Gallagher, some of your members, for a long time. And if you need to find out anything about me, you can chat with them. But we're excited to have the Wells Fargo Championship here for a number of reasons. The market is a great golf market, and golf hasn't been here since the PGA golf hasn't been here since 2018. And so the market is ripe to have a PGA event here. And it's not just any tournament that we're bringing. The Wells Fargo Championship is the most recent winner of the Players' Choice Award for the PGA Tour. PGA Tour players love the Wells Fargo Championship, and we always have a great turnout for the, we usually have one of the best fields, in fact, of all the non-majors or non-World Golf Championship events at the Wells Fargo Championship. The reason we're coming here to this market, in addition to it being a great golf market and a great market for the Wells Fargo Corporation, is our host course, Quail Hollow, will play host to the President's Cup in 2022, and we hope to be back in 2025 when Quail Hollow will play host to the PGA tournament. So there's a real opportunity for continuity here with the Wells Fargo Championship as we move forward. For us to be successful, though, we have to see you be successful. And for that reason, we really want to partner with you. We want to find out from you what's most important to you about partnering with us. How can we help you with your junior golf program? How can we help you with your overall program? How can we help you promote the game of golf for your members at your club? Of course, we hope you'll be willing to help us be successful at the tournament as well. We will need ambassadors. We will need volunteers. We hope that you'd be interested in helping on the driving range or marshaling at the Pro-Am events to make sure that they come off without a hitch. Hopefully participate in those Pro-Ams too, if possible. But as you hear me talk about partnerships, we want you to know it is our intent to partner with you like we do with the Charlotte section at our regular tournament, and we're available to answer any questions you might have. John and Bob have my contact information if you want to get in touch with me, and we really, really, really look forward to partnering with you, and we look forward to seeing you in 2022 over at TPC Potomac. Thanks, and have a great day.
Awesome, and I do want to, so we have 2 events next year. We obviously have the event at Caves this year, which they've got multiple volunteers, so we shouldn't have any issues there. But next year we have the 2022 PGA, or Women's PGA Congressional, and also the 2022 Wells Fargo at TPC Potomac. So pretty much right next to each other, a month apart. Okay, we did get some open forum items in. Jeffrey Zachman wanted to remind everybody that his Piney Branch Pro-Am will be held Monday, June 21st. Please sign up if you can make it. And I think we also got something from Larry Ringer. Please support the MAPGA Senior Association this year if eligible. We're almost finished with our schedule and we'll be on the website soon. Thank you, Larry. Jim Bennett also put in that everybody will be playing for second place at the Piney Branch Pro-Am because he's planning on winning it. So thank you, Jim. I'm just kidding. He didn't put that in there, but just threw that in there. But I believe that's it for open forum. Unless anybody can also post anything, I think we're all set, Eric.
All right, very good. Do note that we are hoping that both the chapter and section meetings for the fall will be in person. Obviously, more information will come out as we move through the year. Having no other items for open forum, we will conclude this meeting. Again, using the chat feature. Do I have a motion to adjourn this meeting? If so, please enter your full name in the chat.
Cedric.
Thank you, Cedric. Full name, Seti. Do I have a second? Joe Reynes, many, many others. So officially, we will call this meeting adjourned. Thank you all. Have a great season, and we look forward to seeing you all in person very, very soon.